Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to use watercolor pencils for your lettering. So let's get started. For this video I'll be using a watercolor paper and few watercolor pencils and a gray brush pen for the base. You can use gray watercolor pencils or gray or light gel pens for the base if you do not have this. So yeah, one important thing is that you need to buy pencils which have watercolor mentioned, and because apparently I got a few other color pencils which did not mention anything about it being water based. So yeah, you may want to make sure that, because this doesn't work like the watercolor pencils. So yeah, so let's start with a word that I'll be lettering with gray. You may also want to decide on the colors to be used. So I will go with yellow, red, orange and a pink scheme. So these are the colors I'll be using for this word. Right, so first we'll start using these color pencils one by one. Fill in the gray areas. You can do it freestyle, but for a guide for you, it is better to use a base. So I'm switching to the next color, and you can push your color in anyway. Later when we use water to activate it, you can play around with this even more. All we need to make sure is the colors are of a good intensity for it to come out well when you add water. Alright, so now that this is done, you can either use a Waterbrush pen. I'm using a Tombow Waterbrush here, or you can also use paint brushes of your choice, preferably 0 or size 2. So yeah, now let's activate these colors with this water and try to blend it together. Now that we are done with this step, you can see how smooth each of these blends look, and yeah, so just wait for it to dry, and we can add highlights to it next. You can also check out my other video on how to add highlights to your letters, so you'll find the same techniques over there and a few different styles too. So in case you feel the blends are a little messed up, you can add highlights and hide it away. So yeah, it's actually a cheap trick. So I'll be using a micron to add depth to these letters. So now, using a gray brush pen, I will be adding shadows to it along these black lines. And yeah, do feel free to check out my video on adding shadows. There are different ways of adding shadows. You can try one of those techniques and add shadows to these. So yeah, I'm using one of these shadows where you use the liner pens to add shadows, and a gray brush pen to enhance it. So if you see the overall look of this letter, it actually looks like you have used a brush pen and blended it so beautifully. But yes, all we used are these color pencils. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do subscribe to my channel for more lettering videos and tutorials. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day ahead.